Hey guys, how are you? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. I'm here to give you a vibe. I'm just gonna readjust my camera. Sorry if it's gonna be shaking. Last night's vibe was a bit heavy. It was more about earthly and worldly issues than it was about love. But today they informed me, literally, I picked up the deck and it said focus on love, and then I tuned in and they said, yes, this is going to be about love. So we're going back to love. But we have quite a few important people present today. Good morning. We have the archangels. We have Raphael. We have Ariel, Zadkiel, Jophiel, Salaphiel, Sandalphon, and Barasiel present for the archangels. But we also have the Holy Spirit present today. Okay, I know I'm really early today. We have the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit present. But so when I clarify what they meant by the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, I was like the Creator, like God is present. They said, no, it's not God, but Jesus and Mary and their people, their tribe. That group is here to speak to us. So I was like, okay, well, if you're here today, then there must be another really big, important message. But this time today, it's about love, not about world things. So let's talk about love, baby. Okay, let's see all right, let's see what's happening. Okay. They're saying for a large portion of you, you've been kind of stuck in a cycle of, let's say, bad luck when it comes to love, right? I was just woken out of a deep sleep at 12 a.m. because our neighbors was screaming. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Good. I hope you are going to be moving soon. Yeah, for those of you who've been feeling like you have been having some bad luck with love, it's like the tables are starting to turn. This cycle is cycling out. Okay, so if you had bad luck with love, it's exiting. It's leaving the building. You feel like no matter what, good. I'm glad you're feeling positive vibes. Things are starting to look up. You're like, I feel like you struggled with this. This was something you struggled with. For those of you who are not in a committed commitment yet, committed relationship, I feel like you're like, you feel that you've been stuck in this bad cycle of bad luck with relationships. You're constantly moving on, and you're like, you feel like no matter who you choose or what you choose, like they're just not good, right? Or they're not like right. I don't know. I don't know why they're saying that. So, but that's okay. It's okay that you feel that way, because what they're saying is for those of you who've been stuck in this bad cycle of love, things are starting to change. The cycle is changing. Okay, what about this? Explain. Let me just see what's the next card, because I'm curious why they're giving me this card. Whoa. It's funny because I had a little bit of a tower moment prior to coming on when it comes to my card. Now I have another tower moment on the table. When the cards just whoosh, like all just spill out like that, that's a tower moment for me, minus the tower card. So let's see. I feel like you're focusing on somebody who's going to be more of a team player, but I feel like they're saying somebody is coming in who is going to be a team player. Somebody new is coming in. You realize, all right, they're saying, the unstable person from the past is a burden that you need to release, okay? They've left you orphaned. Even though you were exiting out, I feel like this person, the way they're showing it to me, is like as you're walking out the door, they're showing me somebody grabbing onto the sweater and pulling you back in. So whoever you were dealing with, they pulled you back in. I feel like there was a yo-yo effect, okay? You no longer want to give to this situation. It was overwhelming. Yeah, there's like not enough love anymore. I feel like this person you're dealing with, they may not have been a player. I mean, they could have been, but they were like all over the place. They were always all over the place. And it's almost like you were blinded to it. Maybe you yourself kept yourself blinded from the fact that they were just like, a little bit of Monica all night long, a little bit of Mary's what I see. You know that song, Mambo number 5, right? And now it's like you're like, they were so focused on so many other people and you were blinded by this. Maybe you didn't want to see this clearly, or maybe you just didn't see it. Maybe you didn't know. But I feel like you kind of had a feeling. And you're tired. You're tired of just being sad. You're tired of being not the one, right? Like I said, you've been in a cycle of bad luck when it's coming to love. So hold on. There's another deck they gave me here that was separate from the other one. Let's see what they mean by this. This card is this, the toxicity in the manipulation. And look, what did I say? The Tower. I told you the towers came falling. I had a tower moment before, tower moment just now. Okay. You were just listening to that song. Yeah, the towers came falling. You realize this person was keeping you stuck. They were manipulating you in their toxicity. You were blinded, and now the towers came falling, and you're like, I'm done. You're done with this past situation. Okay, anything else with this deck? Okay, what's the next deck, please? So let's talk about what's going on next, because clearly this person wasn't of worth, wasn't of value, they're saying. They weren't stable. They didn't want to commit fully, even though I feel like they're saying they might have said they wanted to. They might have said they wanted to. You loved that song as a kid? It was a cute song. Although, as a kid, we didn't really know what the hell we knew, but now we're like, now we know what that song's really about. Whoa. Again, guys, a lot of tower moments happening here. What the hell's going on? You didn't see? Hold on a second. Who's envious? I'm just clarifying before I speak. You don't realize how the other person that you've been dealing with has been envious of you. Envious that you have decided to heal yourself. Good morning. Envious with the fact that you wanted to grow and you wanted more instead of this unstable player in and out kind of energy that you've been dealing with. And they're saying, you have healed your heart, or you've been working on this healing of the heart, right? And you are saying you will no longer give love to this person. And that's another reason why they're envious. They're like, how dare you not want to love me anymore? Even though I kept you hanging on by a thread. You know, I'm seeing the cords. But I'm seeing this is a thread. It's something tiny. Like something you would stitch to hem your clothing. Something that you can easily just go, right? But that little tether that they had held onto you was keeping you held back. You don't understand how envious they are that you can heal yourself from them and that you can move on. This drives them insane. They don't like to see you having a good time. They just show me somebody having a good time. They don't like to see it. They don't like to see you moving on with your life. All right, well, this is why Jesus and Mary and the entourage are here right now. He told me he was envious of me in my face. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Anything else with this deck? No. All right. What's the next deck? Please show me clearly. Okay. The archangels are like, no, it's not just Jesus and Mary. We are here too. So they want to speak right now. Yes, we know you're here. The archangels, thank God. Thank you, Jesus, for always, and Father in heaven, that the archangels always come in for these readings, which is, I'm so grateful and blessed that they are here. You know, we all need that little extra help, right? A little extra guidance. Yesterday was insane. Last night's reading. It was, for those of you who didn't read it, see it, maybe you should. It's a very interesting, it was not about love at all. Not paying attention to, you weren't paying attention to the signs? About what? About this past person, I'm assuming. It's better that you don't let anything bother you, isn't it? Let it roll off. Lean back. Lean back. Roll it off your shoulder. Like, back away. Like, whoa, you ain't touching this shit. I'm good. I'm healed. Move on. All right. So let's see. You weren't paying attention to what? Explain this card, please. Okay. So they're saying that you've had your spirit guides, the archangels, the angels, whoever is there that is assigned to help you move on. They've been around you this whole time trying to guide you. Okay? They're like, we have you. They are showing me in, like, you are held in their bosom, right? That they've been trying to take care of you and show you that everything is going to be okay. It's okay to change. It's okay to transition and to move on. You just, something about being gentle. Explain this. For those of you who are really struggling to move on from a situation, they're saying just give it some time. The situation is going to change for you. But you have a whole army of angels and higher beings who are by your side trying to help you. Okay? For those of you who are really struggling with this. They're trying to transition to you through something that's actually going to bring passion into your life. Okay? This may be passionate as in a passionate new lover or a passionate new beginning or something you just would love to go after. All right? They're trying to transition you into this because I feel like you've been living a dull life is kind of what they're saying. Okay? Things have been a little bit, yuck, right? So they're trying to move you out of that cycle of, right? That's what they said, right? In the beginning, the very first cards, you've been in a bad luck situation. For those of you who are not in union with anybody at the moment. You know what the sad part about it, though, is giving time? It's a sad part and it's a good part. You really do learn how to detach from situations and people that you love the most so quickly when you're alone for so long. I think, me personally. So the more alone I am, the more I'm like, I don't need it. I can shut people out very easily. Once they push me to that level, I'm like, I'm done. I can't. I'm done. It's a gift and a curse all together. But I would say more a gift, okay? Okay, what else do you want to say? Okay. Let's see. You need to break the addiction of what? Of the past lover? Of the codependency? Of what? You need a rebirth. That's what they're saying. You need a rebirth. You need to break the addiction from the past and make sure you learn the lessons from this past. So they're showing me the Wheel of Fortune again. And they're showing me how you are going into a cycle of reaping the benefits, okay? So I always feel like there's a warning. I hate it, but there's a reason why they're coming in. You need to learn the lessons from your past relationships, from the past cycles. Because what happens, class, if you don't, you repeat them. So please, stand in your power, learn your lessons. They're saying your heart is healing, or it is healed, or you're in the process of almost being done, okay? Sorry, my hair is a little Susie Homemaker at the moment. Yeah, it's like you need to walk, if this situation has kept you in a very angry state, it's like you need to like get out of that. Let go of it. Let go of the anger, let go of the hate, let go of the animosity, and say, I wish you well. May you have all good fortunes in your life. Guys, give it to God. Give it to God. I am telling you, there is nobody better to give it to, because God will deal with it accordingly. He always does. You don't have to wish ill. They're going to get what is deserved. They will reap the karma. You will too. Good or bad. What have you been? Good or bad? Have you been darker energy? You're going to reap dark energy back, right? Have you been given out dark? That's what you're going to be receiving. So if you say, farewell, I had a very great experience with you. There were good times, there were bad times. I'll cherish the good. I'm letting go of the bad. I wish you well. I wish you happiness. Let it go. You don't want to wish them ill. You don't want to wish that their next relationship fails. You don't want to wish any of those things. Because if you wish that their next relationship fails, what's going to happen? Your next relationship will fail. That's karma. It's a boomerang effect. What you put onto others come back to you. So always wish them well. Just give it to God. Say, I hope you learned your lesson. I learned mine. That's all you have to say. I hold no anger to you. God will do with you what they will. That's it. It always comes back. It's funny because the anger card came out again. It slipped out and I put it back in the deck and it just came out. I haven't even looked at the cards I put on the paper. And it's funny because I'm seeing the red and the blue. It's like the yin and the yang. Compelling forces here. Fire and water too. So this anxiety and this anger needs to go. The anxiety and the anger needs to go. I actually heard about Cardi B, with all the funerals. 17 people died in a fire in Brooklyn. She's paying for all their funerals. You know what? It's so funny. You see it on the outside, you're like, but look. See, that's giving back. That's giving back. I wish you well in hell. Oh no, that's not good. I didn't even read that. But there was something on the radio this morning about Cardi B. There's another tower moment coming. This is face down. Did you see? Yeah, something I just heard on the radio this morning. There was 17 people died in Brooklyn in a fire. And the state is going to give the families money for all the people who died in this fire, but she's going to be paying for these funerals because a lot of these people just didn't have the money, and families, it's horrible, really horrible. So I feel like you have a tower moment coming in. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? What did I say before? Look at these two colors, the blue and the red. This one's anxiety. This one's anger. Look at this. The blue and the red. Again. This is a little bit more of an orangey red. But you're transitioning out of the dark side into the light side. Okay? I think you're going to realize it's time to be better. To wish better. Wish no ill. Want no ill. On no matter who did you wrong and what they did to you. Okay? So you can move on and love and respect yourself for truly for what you truly are and who you truly are. You're afraid to take this leap of faith forward and transition because you feel like you don't know where you're going to end. You don't know where this cycle is going to take you. You want to say no, but Spirit is saying, say yes and embrace this new cycle because we have your back. We got you. We're protecting you. And you keep telling yourself you're going to move forward from a situation, but yet you keep transitioning back. Remember what I said? There's like a cord, and the second you move away, they grab you and they pull you back in. Just don't let it happen again. We've got you. It's time to be on the light side, on the light giver side, not the dark giving side. I just heard a click, click. Maybe you're going to have a click in your head, a click in your brain. You're going to have a realization. Okay, they're saying another deck. Okay, I'm going to pick these up. Releasing the anxiety, but still being angry with somebody. Why? All right, what's going on with that? You have to let go of both. Let go of the stress. Let go of the anger. Let go of the animosity. If you do have anger towards somebody, they're saying you need to go within and look. Because sometimes we think that we let go all the shit that people have done to us. But if you haven't, go within. Really go through it with like a fine-tooth comb that you would for lice, that keep going over it. So charming. Have you really released it? Because sometimes we say we did, but then inside we're like, argh, right? We do it. I do it. We all do it. It's normal. We all scream for ice cream. I don't know why they just said that to me. You scream ice cream, we all scream for ice cream. I don't know why they're showing me that. I guess it's their way of saying we all do it. We all hold on to things that we don't realize we're holding to. Okay? Even if we think we don't, we do. And it's time to really look in, go within. They're saying, and I know they say this a lot, if you haven't let go of this anger, this resentment, this animosity, and you keep getting bad shit, they're saying, do you need to come to this realization? You are creating it. You are creating the bad fortune to come into you because you're so focused about how negative maybe relationships have been with the past, because they're talking about love today. Let's talk about love, baby. Not sex, love. Okay? If you've been reaping shit, maybe you've been manifesting it because you're so focused on all the bad relationships you've had, on all the negative outcomes. Maybe because you're holding on to this anger. Maybe because it still festers in your brain and you think about it and now you're nervous about the next person because you're afraid they're going to do to you what the person did for you in the past. So you have this wall up, this barricade. How are you going to welcome good into your life if you keep manifesting the past because your brain won't shut off the past? Every time you have a negative thought about an ex or whatever, whoever did you wrong, you need to snap it into place. Nope, kick it out of the way. Say, no, I will not dwell on this anymore. I'm going to let it go. God, Jesus, take the wheel. Because if you keep getting shit in your life, it's because you keep creating it. I know it's so hard to hear and so hard to think about it, but really think. Go within. Really, really think about this. Okay, good, Ashley. Hopefully you're learning from it then. But think about it. Sometimes we just can't help it. Sometimes we just can't. And we're just As soon as you're like, I'm good, and then you're like, right? The cat comes out. Something gets triggered and let the shit go. Because if you don't like what's happening, it's your own damn fault. Because you keep creating the same outcome. But like I said, they're showing me the Wheel of Fortune again. Shit is starting to turn. So why are they telling you this? Please heed the warning, since they always like to give me a warning for you guys. I don't know, that's just how spirit works, I guess. I'm like the spiritual police. You have good fortune coming in. You have new love coming in. Like spirit has seen what you've been going through. But there's just a little bit more healing that needs to go on. It's in here. It's in here. But I feel like most of it's in here, guys. Let go. You know what? For people who can't ever, for people who have a hard time letting go of somebody, I always say to you, well, think about all the bad things they did to you. Why did you leave them? How did you get to this place? Right? Because there's a reason. There's a reason why you're not together. There's a reason why you keep breaking up. There's a reason why shit isn't good between the two of you guys. How did you get to this place? Remember all those bad things. And that, for me, and usually, will help you detach from this person. It'll come into clarity as why you left the person. But now they're saying, for those of you who have actually let go, think of all the loving things that they've done too. It's funny how the next card is disgust, even though you're disgusted with them. And maybe jealous that they've moved on and you're still in your place. Say, they did me wrong. I get it. I still love them for who they were, their good sides, right? I love them for their good qualities. I release them for their bad qualities. But I wish you love, even though I'm disgusted with you. And maybe jealous, and maybe they're disgusted of you. Who knows, and jealous of you. But think of them with love, okay, too. You're getting there. Good. Well, I'm glad that you're getting there. But this is the lesson you need to learn. Because this good cycle is coming around very soon for a lot of people, okay? I've been seeing it all over the place. But if you keep holding on to this anger, this hatred, you're just going to be manifesting that back into your world again. And you don't want that. Believe me when I tell you, God has a way of putting everything into place. And maybe not in the best of ways. You don't need revenge. Karma is the best revenge, and you don't have to give it. That's God's job, not yours. And the universe, right? One day when you pass on, maybe you'll be one of those people up there guiding the other person, because sometimes that's our job. Sometimes we don't get reincarnated. Sometimes you're going to be on somebody else's spiritual committee, or you might be somebody else's high self, and you're going to guide them. See, love yourself. Think about love, guys. Seriously. To love yourself fully is to let go of all the bad things. Don't worry. Don't worry about revenge. Don't worry about if they're with somebody else, if they're happier. Why did they pick the other person and not me? Believe me, the grass is not greener. Believe me, if they were low vibration, this new cycle they're in is probably low vibrational. And probably not what you want anyways. Focus on yourself. When you truly love yourself and they always talk about forgiveness. Self-forgiveness, forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be manipulated by a situation, by allowing yourself to be blinded by a situation. Forgive the others for what they've done to you. But when you truly love yourself, that means you forgive everything that happened to anybody and everything. You're like, I don't care. I respect myself. I love myself. I'm letting that shit go. You're at a true, when you get to that level, guys, you are at a truly great position in your growth, in your own spiritual growth. Spirit sees it. I had a very interesting conversation yesterday with Spirit. It was about karma. I believe this was yesterday during the day prior to my reading. You know, we all reap up bad karma and good karma. And they were just talking to me and showing me things. And so I asked a question. I said, I have a very interesting question. I said, because I don't know. Can we get rid of our bad karma? And you know what they told me? Yes, we can. Do you know how? By being a good person, and by loving and not wishing ill, and by doing good deeds from the heart. Not because you want to be free from your debt that you have to pay, but by being a true... And how do you get to that place, guys? By loving yourself fully, by respecting yourself fully, and wanting nothing but the best for everybody, even if they did you wrong. Okay? That's a truly great level of greatness that you achieve when you get to this level, guys. I'm telling you. Because if you love yourself, you will love others. You will do good to others. You will abolish your bad karma. One good deed at a time. I'm sure there are deeds that you cannot erase from karma. Like if you murdered somebody or certain things. But there's so much of it we can get rid of. I mean, I know in my spiritual therapy that I do, my spiritual response therapy, that's SRT, I can get rid of a lot of it myself for you. I can get rid of it. But guess what's happened? But this is the thing. If you make an appointment with me and we do a session, I can get rid of your karma that is owed to you in this lifetime. The problem is you will create more karma for yourself if you're in this low vibrational thought process and not just loving everyone, everything, and yourself. All we need is love. Do, 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 do. Right? I guess that's where it comes from. You just didn't realize it. That all we need is love. If you love yourself and you love others, listen, nobody's perfect. I'm sure people hate you for things that you've done to them. And I'm sure they think ill thoughts about you because of what you did or said. Nobody's perfect. But you didn't realize that if you just loved yourself and you loved everybody and you do right, that you can get rid of your bad karma. So if you feel like you have a debt that needs to be paid, the first person you need to love is yourself. And honestly, that sometimes is the hardest person. Because sometimes the hardest thing to do is to forgive ourselves for what we have done to ourselves, to others. Right? We are our own worst critics, unless you're one of those people, like I said yesterday, who are like, I'm damn perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. You just didn't know it. You didn't know this truth, they're saying. They're saying a large majority of you did not know this. You know what? I didn't know this until yesterday. That you can get rid of your bad deeds one good deed at a time. Because I didn't think that would be right. You know, you did something bad, you got to pay for it regardless. But I guess it's like spiritual jail. you get out early for good behavior, right? If you do really well, we'll just release you altogether. Oh, well, thank you. Would you rather do that, right? Because we all, like I said, we all do bad things. All of us. Me and a low vibrational energy, you don't want to see it. You don't want to see me in low vibrational. Faith. So they're saying you're starting to build on this faith of this knowing of what I'm actually telling you right now. Have faith that all your bad deeds will be overlooked by the universe and by God if you just love yourself and forgive yourself and start loving others and start forgiving others. I don't know why they're telling me the Our Father, right? The last portion of it. Unfortunately, I have to say it, because if I don't say it, I'm not going to remember the end. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive those who trespass against us. As we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation. Codependency, devil energies. It's a yin and yang, guys, right? You need to just have faith in this. Any other messages? With which deck? All right, I'm asking them to be the closing messages here, guys. It's time to reconcile, not with another person, with yourself, guys. Jesus and Mary and the Holy Spirit and the masters and the high master, everything, they're all here, and the archangels, my high self, your high self. They're all here to tell you it's time to reconcile with yourself. It's time to forgive yourself. And love yourself and forgive the others and forgive them for what they've done to you so you can manifest the best life ever. All this is ready. This is a creation. Having faith. Look at this. This woman is giving birth to a new world. That's an earth. You see that? That's a world, a planet in her belly, a whole new dimension. Have faith, reconcile, so this can flip like this, because this card fell sideways. You're getting there. And I told you, the Wheel of Fortune came out sideways. It's ready to tip forward. But there's always a warning. And the warning is you need to complete the healing, or you will go right back into the bad cycle. What do you want? The choice is yours. Reconcile with your damn self, guys, so you can have this new beginning. Reconciling with yourself is the hardest person. Do you know how long it took me to forgive myself for the things I did in my teens? I would say well into my early 30s. And then forget about it. And then the things I've done in the last, God knows, years. Because I was so low vibrational for so long. And I would struggle. Then I learned to find out that my partner is the reason that kept me in this low vibrational. When I decided to leave my ex, soon-to-be ex-husband, everything changed for me. Because it was the right call. I forgive him. Hey, Maud. Even though he still hates me. He hates me, guys. I don't care. He hates me because I have moved on and he can't have control over me anymore. I wish him well. Even though he hates me and he wishes me ill, that's on him. You can wish someone well who hates you. It's possible. I do it all the time. Does he get me mad and angry and he confuses me as who he is and why he is and what he does? Absolutely. But I've given him so many opportunities. I still give him opportunities in trying to do right by me in this divorce. It's not my problem. God is going to take care of this, and he is. The universe is going to take care of it, and it is. Jesus, the Holy Spirit, the divine. If you guys are at a high vibration, they've got your back. But if you choose to live in a low vibrational energy, there's nothing they can do because you have free will. We all do. Is new man a karma? Is the new man a karmic? I have no idea. Your new man? Do you have a new man, Ashley? Is Ashley's new man a karmic or not? It's a karmic in a short term. Sorry. That's what they're saying. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. High self and spirit, please mop up any energies that need to be mopped up. Apply love, healing, recovery for everybody who's on this channel. Okay, good. Well, I wish you the knowledge to represent yourself, to be strong. I pray that the divine gives you all the information that you need to get the outcome that you need. He's furious. What the Lord has set aside for me. Well, my ex is furious with me too. But it's only from his own negligence. There's nothing I can do about it. He made his bed. He made the choices that he made. The outcome is probably not going to be very good for him. You know? And I tried to work with him a million times. But it is what it is. You can lead the horse to water. You can even give them a bushel of roses to eat instead of worms or something else. They're not going to do what is the right thing because sometimes that's just who they are. And that's their karma. That's their karma that they have to fulfill. All right, guys. I'll see you. Oh, you're very welcome. And guys, for those of you who are not part of this tribe, I would say please like, share, subscribe. It helps the message to circulate. Okay? Spirit comes to me. The divine comes to me. Jesus comes to me. Mary comes to me. The angels come to me for you guys. Like yesterday's reading, I didn't want to say what I had to say yesterday. I was like, this is controversial. This is world news, world energies that I sometimes really don't like to say. And when I got off my reading, I called my boyfriend back because he was trying to call me during my live. And I was like, and he's like, what? I go, ugh. I'm like, I just had to say stuff that I didn't want to say, but I have to say it. They gave me a gift because I need to say it. Even if I don't want to say it. That's my job. Otherwise, they wouldn't give me the gift to do what is necessary. So guys, like, share, and subscribe. It helps the message to get out because I'm sure it's not just you guys who need it. I'm sure a lot of people need to hear these messages. And for those of you who know YouTube, you know, that damn algorithm. All right, guys. And this channel is really for the more, I would say, evolved person who really wants to do the shadow work, who really wants to heal. I'm not about fluff. I'm not about, giving you, just bullshit messages. I tell you what it is. And thank God I have the balls to just be honest. All right, guys. Love you guys. I'll see you soon.